Tonight, for the first time in pro bowling history, all 5 players in a PBA final are two-handers, including the OG Jason Belmonte, as well as the Iceman, Sweden's Jesper Svensson. Those two square off first, trying to climb the stepladder to take down top seed Matt Russo in the PBA Scorpion Championship. Buckle up. It's right now on FS1. Series of bowling rolls on from Allen Park, Michigan. Edition number 15 from the place it all began. Top Strobl Arena, we're at Thunderbowl Lanes. Last night we crowned a cheetah champion. Tonight we crown a scorpion champion. All 5 players have won on the tour before, but in this first meeting, Jason Belmonte and Jesper Svensson have combined for 42 PBA Tour titles. Matt Russo is the top seed tonight. As we welcome you to Thunderbowl, everybody, I'm John Fanta. He is the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson. And Randy, you've been calling bowling for 25 years, but this is a first. For the first time ever on the PBA Tour, all 5 finalists in an event are two-handed bowlers.
Yeah, I never thought I'd ever see or do an event where you didn't need your thumb in this sport, but that's exactly what we have tonight. 4 of these two-handers are southpaws, so it's going to be very interesting to see what type of turbulence is created on that left side of the lane. On the right side of the lane, well, just the winningest player in major championship history, and Jason Belmonte will have the entire right side of the lane to himself. And no player has ever won more times at the World Series than that man, Jason Belmonte.
9 World Series of bowling titles for Belmo, but he will open up tonight against a man who's won on this stage before too, in Jesper Svensson.
Absolutely. Our opening match is going to be awesome. 2 PBA studs going at it. What a way to kick off this evening.
So you've got the 4 southpaws, and Belmo, as Kevin Williams said, in a lot of ways, he's actually the lefty tonight. So what do we make of this opening showdown between the Iceman and Belmonte? Our Kimberly Pressler is with them both.
Thanks, John. Jason, let's start with you. So you're the face of two-handed bowling. You legitimized it across the world. When you were first starting out, did you ever think that you were going to be on a show that was all two-hand bowling?
No, I didn't necessarily think it back then. But as the years have gone on and the more and more two-handers that I see, I knew that at some point it would become inevitable. Although, whilst I think it's quite nice and fun, I wish they would have all just kept bowling one-handed for a little longer and let me do it for a little bit longer, because these guys are so bloody good at it.
Well, it's a compliment to you. Good luck this evening.
Thank you.
And Jesper, let's talk about the fact that you're a two-handed bowler, you're a future Hall of Famer, but you described the season as just average for you, but you said that you feel like you're bowling healthy mentally and physically. So what is the strategy tonight to climb the step ladder to get into the winner's circle?
Well, I guess step 1 is to take down Belmo and get in that mix with other lefties. But yeah, I feel like it's my time for revenge here, so I'm going to go out and try to give it my best and hopefully put on a show for these guys in Detroit and have a good time.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
The last time these two met, 2017 PBA World Championship, the first of 3 World Championship titles for Jason Belmonte.
So good for so long, and especially here at the World Series. But take a look at this head-to-head graphic. Tour Finals, round robin. That's the only match that Jesper Svensson has won. And ironically, the only time these 3 have met, or these 2 have met, the 3 times, was in 2017.
7 years later, they meet again, and the Iceman will get us underway.
By the way, the first title that Jesper Svensson ever won was 2015 Kingdom of Bahrain Open. Guess who he beat there? Jason Belmonte.
Svensson begins with a strike.
it's interesting because as much as Jesper gets the tagline Mr. Urethane, he's actually thrown all his 300s this year with reactive resin.
Yeah, that's a great point. I was kind of shocked when he told us that.
Jason Belmonte making a comment about the shot clock. They reset it for him. Here he is, one of the greats of all time.
Bowling fans, you're welcome.
This is going to be a fun night.
Watch the head pin into the left sidewall, comes screaming across. Coast to coast messenger to start match number 1 for Jason Belmonte. He's going with a virtual energy blackout. Whoa. Well, you know, that power is great, and sometimes it comes back to bite. You watch the ball go right past the 9 pin. Zero deflection going through the pins on that shot for Belmonte.
He said he feels like he's in an alternate universe tonight, having to go up against 4 lefties.
I mean, it could be a huge advantage if his side of the lane breaks down properly. He's the only one on that side.
So we take a look at our stepladder. Keven Williams was a winner in the World Series of Bowling last year. Is the 3 seed Packy Hanrahan, the 2, and Matt Russo, who got off to a tough start to this season. We'll talk about it more later. He has been able to hit his stride, and Russo beat E.J. Tackett in the round of 8. Svensson with back-to-back jacks.
And Jesper Svensson going with the IQ 78U urethane. And a nice start there for the Iceman with back-to-back jacks. That follow through. Right of his head. Highest rev rate we've seen on tour. That last shot, 583. Belmonte, his high rev rate, 536.
A triple to open the evening for the Iceman. He said if he wasn't bowling, probably do what he was doing at one point in his life, bricklaying.
Yeah, I'd rather be bowling.
I'm with you. Think about that. 7 times that this man has been Player of the Year. But he's got a dilemma.
14 split.
And talking to his ball rep, Tim Mack, prior to going on the air, I asked him about the pair, and he said the right lane's the tricky lane. Got to cut the 4 over into the 10. First time he's left the split the whole tournament.
I think we need to have a go with it.
And he missed it. Uh-oh.
And after 3 frames, he's already down 34. Let's take a look at our roll pattern. Did you say this was a Scorpion?
It is a Scorpion.
You know how many feet long that is?
Can I please take a
42,
rewind?
John. Jason Belmonte is going to take a re-whack, so we have a little bit of time, but early on you see Jesper Svensson going much straighter with the urethane ball, and Belmonte, he's in, and he's going to try to circle it.
It is the medium, if you will, to what we see then tomorrow night with the Shark.
Longer pattern, Shark 48. But this was a really high scoring pattern on the other side of the building here at Thunderbowl.
And the response in a frame where he really needed it off of that Rough open.
Lane. What are we going to do?
Playing the left lane much tighter. He's 5 boards right with his feet and 3 with his target.
.610 for Svensson. First time he's blinked.
Just a little inside of target through the nose, but avoids the split, just leaving the 610. Should be no problem for Jesper.
2016 PBA Tournament of Champions winner.
Youngest ever.
Coming at the age of 21. 11 titles for Svensson as he cleans that up.
All right, let's go down to the floor and talk with PBA champion Kyle Troop, Jesper Svensson's tour roommate. Kyle, what do you see early on besides the big lead by Jesper?
I mean, I feel like he's going really well. Looks comfortable. That was a little errant shot there, but you know, we got a great team here. He's a great bowler and here for moral support. Watch the show.
Thanks, Kyle.
Looking solid.
Kyle, the United States Open champion this year. Svensson with 4 strikes in the first 5.
Is it too early to say the Iceman cometh?
It's not too early. He's arrived.
Just a 1 errant shot where he grabbed a little bit in the 4th, and there goes the 7.
He said, look, people always call me a one-trick pony, but...
Can I take a timeout, please?
He's been working a lot on trying to throw reactive
Tony,
this
can
season.
I just have
And
clarification? When the ball hasn't come out of the ball return yet, if I wait to pick up my ball, you'll wait to start the shot clock?
Your lane is clear. When you pick your ball up, that's starting the shot clock.
So it has nothing to do with the other ball coming out? Okay. Did that change? Okay.
Tournament director Tony Lanning, and the shot clock rules have changed. Your first is a warning. You do get a timeout if you need it, if you think you're running out of time before you can get that shot off. And if you do get a violation, it's not a fine, it's 0 for the shot. It's like a foul.
Nothing. After that longer delay, he strikes at the last moment.
And that was really, really big for Jason Belmonte to give him a little bit of hope, even though we're halfway through game 1. And now with a strike on the left lane, he can cut the deficit going to break to just 12. Watch this trip for right-hander's best friend. Oh.
Little lean. Loving the scorpion signs tonight.
Some great artists in the crowd.
And some Red Wings fans. It's a big night for them. Belmo igniting to get within 12. Game on in Allen Park. Jason Belmonte, the OG two-hander, facing 4 others tonight. Svensson with an early advantage. We're just underway. The last time Jason Belmonte won at the World Series of Bowling, March of 2022, Bolero Wauwatosa. It was the Scorpion Championship. Belmo was the number 4 seed, defeated number 1 seed Anthony Simonson for his 28th career PBA title and 9th career World Series of Bowling title. That is the most of all time.
I thought it was pretty interesting on last night's telecast when Kimberly Pressler did her pressing questions asking the players which animal pattern they liked the best, and just about everybody said cheetah except for Jason Belmonte. He said, nope, he likes the scorpion.
Well, he's got the hardware to prove it. Svensson with a 12-pin advantage.
Raise your hands, fellas.
With the 5.
Beer frame. Well, not a beer frame, but if you miss the 5-pin, he's buying for the entire crowd that have their hands up.
Right now, we've got about, I see about 30 hands. Randy Peterson's hand is
on the tables. Both hands are on the table. Jesper Svensson's the first 5-pin he's left in the Scorpion Championship. John Fanta does have his hand up. He could close his eyes and make that. So, yeah.
Your hands were down, so you owe me a pitcher. Those are the rules.
Can I have a re-rack, please?
First order of business, Jesper Svensson does it, and that's taking a re-rack. If he were to go to his bowling ball first, wipe it off, and then ask for a re-rack, he would have not been allowed that re-rack.
You said you remember well 2016 when he was 21, wins the Tournament of Champions. Since that point to now, how have you just seen this guy continue to evolve as a talent?
He's continually trying to put more tools in his toolbox because he's known as the urethane guy. He's got so much power. There's that power. And so much success with urethane. But the lanes on the left side in 2024 have been pretty tough. And so a lot of the left-handers who have had a lot of success with urethane, they've been really doing a lot of work and experimenting with reactive resin.
4 for 4 on the left lane is Svensson.
It's pretty good. Belmonte now, believe it or not, can take the lead with a strike in the 7th and 1 in the 8th.
How does that not? You go 4-pin. How does that not come off of it?
Just made a little move off the 4-pin. Remember, before the 4-pin, he left
How does it not
the 410 going through the nose. Then he trips the 4, he makes another little move, and the ball never hooks.
And the 8 in the 3rd.
Little back up.
And he nails it!
Still alive.
The satisfying moment of the match is sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers.
Still alive. What a great shot.
Is this guy ever not alive?
Oh, yeah. Earlier this season, he wasn't. In the Masters, he made that one errant shot that cost him a trip to the title match. Must strike right here.
He delivers.
What are we going to do?
Now he has to go back to the right lane.
It's 4-pin or 210?
He's looking at Tim Mack and saying, all right, what do I do now? I go 4-pin or 210? I think he's going to stay at the 210 spot and just throw it slower. But guess what? Jesper Svensson, you can shut out Belmonte. Working on a strike, can increase his lead to 22. Up the lane. Beautiful. Stayed there. Look at those numbers. It stayed there. I can't believe it. Wow. Yep, a little inside of target, but faster speed, and that ball just lays there.
You were surprised.
I thought it was going to go high. It didn't. Get those great stats. Strike after strike percentage. Svensson, Belmonte. I'll tell you where we get those great stats from here in a second.
I know. Is that from Lane Talk?
It's from our dear friends at Lane Talk. For more information, please visit lanetalk.com and download their free app. And my, how things change with every shot.
Yep.
So even though Jesper doesn't strike there, he still can't be shut out. But the incredible conversion in the 7th by Belmonte keeps his hopes alive.
Those hopes stay alive after that disastrous third for Belmo. So here we go now.
What are we going to do?
Exactly. High, high, light. I think he stays in the same spot where he left the 210 the last time on this right lane. He just throws it slower.
I feel like slow down, it's going to hook.
At one point, a true bowling authority in Australia ripped him apart. Told him,
I think that's what we do.
get rid of this two-handed stuff.
I think that's what we do.
Tonight, he's the OG in a field of all two-handers. Big one here. Boom! Belmo!
Man, was that good.
Hall of Fame material.
Made just a little bit of a move and then slowed it down, and that was perfect.
We came on the air and told you this is going to be a fun night.
Yeah, I mean, all power players, all two-handers, 4 southpaws that we never see, all on the same show. We just never see that.
That was a Belmo special on the right. Oh! The 9 denies.
Wow. All but over now. That's the second 9-pin in the game.
Did you like it?
Yeah, looks perfect. Look at the ball once again going right by the 9-pin.
Second time. The rest of this field told us, hey, we're Svensson fans. Because the rest of this field knows the longer that this night goes, if Jason Belmonte's in it, that probably wasn't going to be good news for them.
Yeah, when you're the only right-hander and you're bowling well, that's a pretty good chance that your shot's going to hold up. Taking a re-rack. Right now, Svensson just needs good count no matter what Belmonte does on his fill shot.
Keven Williams awaits the winner of this. Strikes.
That one strikes.
Yeah.
And
funny game, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That wasn't near as good as the first shot. That one strikes. Jesper 9 on the first ball here, and he's a winner.
Jesper lost to Keven Williams in the round of 8, but was the highest remaining seed. So he got the wild card slot. And he said, I looked at that as, hey, now I got nothing to lose. I got my loss out of the way.
I guess y'all hear that?
A phone just went off in the crowd, which is more than unacceptable on a stage like this.
Yeah. And,
That cannot happen.
and one of the most bizarre ringtones I've ever heard. It was almost like wah, wah, wah. Anyway, 9, Svensson moves on. Nice, man. That's a winner.
Jesper Svensson, the Iceman, advances. No thaw to start.
World Series is not over for Mr. Belmonte as he is in match play for the World Championship. So we could see him Saturday or Sunday.
Coverage Saturday on FS1, Sunday on Fox.
I love all the naysayers that are writing stuff about Belmonte. You know, hey, stay home. You know, you're done. It was like, what? Are you kidding me? And I'll tell you why. Oh, gosh. He set the bar so high.
Yes.
It's a Tiger Woods bar. You know, Tiger finished 20th. Oh, he's done.
And he told us, I play for the people who have taken joy in my career. That's what I do.
As it should be.
So we have lefties. We crowned a lefty last night for the first time this season. Indio Bernard. We'll crown another lefty tonight. Keven Williams, the Music Man, awaits. Our coverage of the World Series of Bowling continues tomorrow night, live once again at 7 Eastern on FS1 with the PBA Shark Championship right here from Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. Shota Kawazoe is our top seed. We'll see E.J. Tackett and Anthony Simonson as well. This is Keven Williams, the #1 seed in the 2022 PBA Shark title. He was with that trophy, embracing it because that is his lone PBA Tour title, now trying to deliver again tonight. He meets Jesper Svensson, and then there were 4 all southpaws.
All two-handed southpaws.
Did you ever think there'd be a night where that would happen?
No.
Kimberly Pressler is with Keven now.
Thanks, John. So, Keven, now that Jason is out, he was the only person on the right side of the lane. There's going to be a whole lot of traffic on that left side. How do you navigate through it?
I mean, we're the right-handers today for the first time, so everyone talks about throwing on the big dot. We get to move away from that. I'm pretty excited. Have a good game plan in my head. We're just going to execute it and have fun.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Keven Williams, 31 years of age, a singer, a rapper, a songwriter, multi-talented. Keven made the move to Roseville, California to help his entertainment career. And it said he's never felt better physically about himself, which, ironically enough, is what Jesper Svensson told us earlier today. He said, I've never felt better physically.
Yeah, success breeds confidence, doesn't it?
The 7.
Again, look at that rev rate. Oh my goodness. That's like turbo.
And he thought early on the difference between the left and the right.
Well, it looks like he's got a better reaction on the left lane. The right lane, he sounded like he was going to try to get more on top of it and jam it. Remember one of those shots we saw late from Jesper that I thought was inside a target, just laid there, and it struck, so he went more direct and harder.
He just amped up the power.
And Keven Williams starting with reactive, so he's obviously going to be shaping it a lot more than Jesper, but I really liked some of Kevin's comments when we interviewed him. He said, he says, I don't mind having all this traffic on the left side of the lane. He says, I'll just choose my tricks. We'll see what kind of tricks he has up his sleeve tonight.
He said, look, there's a part of me, I hope Belmo gets eliminated. He goes, I'll take my chances with the other lefties. Fortune.
No, he was actually pretty emphatic about getting rid of Belmonte.
Yes, he was.
He was like, no, get rid of that guy.
Yes.
Once he's gone, I'll take my chances with the other southpaws.
I would be emphatic about getting rid of a 15-time major champion in any competition,
No doubt.
You don't want to have to play him. That's how much. It wasn't from a point of malice, Randy. It was from a point of respect.
Absolutely.
There's a phone going off. You bring me to dinner, and then you're a distraction. You're good, you're good.
Let's take a look at Kevin's arsenal, going with the Sensor Solid. And again, folks, if you're just tuning in, none of our players on tonight's telecast are using their thumb. You heard me right. Shot there by Keven.
Who needs a thumb? None of these guys. Matt Russo actually took his thumb out of the ball earlier this season. He made that change.
Yeah, so Matt was a two-hander who actually put his thumb in it and then made that change earlier in the season. And then all of a sudden, he found something. Yeah, that's the lane he's going to try to jam it on.
And it's working out pretty nicely for Jesper Svensson, who lost to Keven Williams in the round of 8. It's a fun rematch, if you will. 3-1 win for Williams. Keven beat Graham Fa 3-2 in the round of 16. And then Jesper 3-1. 15 total games of qualifying. It's how these players qualified, plus 6 to 10 games of match play on April 10th and 11th. We began with 108 players entering in this full field, 16 different countries represented at the World Series. That's why it's bowling's grandest event.
Oh no, another ring 7 on that left lane. He's playing that left lane to hook just a little bit more than the right lane. I wonder what's going to change for him after back-to-back ring 7s.
What could change?
John, I think the only thing that could change would be that Jesper tries to mirror what he's doing on the right lane, tightens his lineup, and just tries to jam it on that left lane as well.
See again, Keven Williams, he beat Jesper Svensson in the Players' Championship first round last year. The 6.
Swishing 6. So we're down to 4 players, all southpaws, and, you know, you're a lefty hater. Obviously, you don't like that, but let me just fill you in on a little something. Last night, a left-hander finally won on PBA Tour in 2024. They have not had an easy go. This week at the World Series, been a little bit nicer on the left side. They've taken advantage of it.
Registration for the 2024 PBA LBC National Championships is now open to bowlers of all skill levels and from all centers. The PBA LBC National Championships is heading to a new location outside Chicago and includes 2 new junior divisions. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament. timeout here called by Keven Williams to avoid that shot clock. You see other finishers in this Scorpion Championship who just missed top 5. Those are some big-time names.
See EJ tomorrow night, right?
Yes, we will.
Dio Bernard just won last night.
That's all right for Keven Williams.
Shaping that one.
Gotta throw it that way.
Hello.
I just gotta throw it
So
that
for
way.
Williams, strikes on the left, each of his first 2.
Let's go down to the floor. Manager, or excuse me, tour rep Tim Mack. Timmy, what does Jesper need to do on that left lane? He seems to be struggling with the ring 7s.
It'll be speed control and maybe a little loft adjustment. We'll get it done.
Thanks, Timmy.
With 7.
All right, let's go back to Tim Mack. Tim, 3 out of 4 ringing 7s. Going to break, what do you guys talk about and what changes need to happen?
I just gave him a cue. We're gonna get it up in the air, the shot, and see if it doesn't go through the pins a little bit differently. And if it doesn't, we got another ball, a reactive ball that we can go to, should we need that. But let's see if this loft doesn't work and help him get the 7 pin out.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Timmy Mack always gives you great insights.
Wealth of knowledge, that Tim Mack, USBC Hall of Famer.
Didn't look like much of a loft there.
Yeah, no, it really didn't. But you know what? 10's 10, right? Let's see if we can see it out of his hand here. Maybe a little bit. All 5 dead flush for Jesper, only 2 strikes to show for it.
Williams. And Keven Williams with back-to-back strikes.
Playing in, shaping it with the reactive ball. It looks like he's made a 2-in-1 move on both lanes. 2 boards with his feet, 1 board with his target, 2-in-1 right to try to shape it a little bit more.
2 strikes already on the left, looking to be 3 for 3. He will close on the left. 3 for 3.
Let's go! He's having the ball. Come on now.
And this man who was the King Shark 2 years ago, now trying to be the Scorpion King tonight. Keven Williams with 4 strikes in the first 6. He's got to lead the Music Man, the Iceman. Things are heating up in Allen Park, Michigan on a Tuesday evening. Welcome back to the PBA Scorpion Championship. Last night, a lefty, Dio Bernard, a 20-year-old kid from Texas, was our cheetah champ, and another lefty will win tonight. How cool was that last night, RP?
What a show he put on. It was amazing. Mature beyond his years to handle that kind of pressure and to perform the way he did.
That's the 29-year-old from Sweden, Svensson. The ringing 7.
No, flat 7. 4-pin goes to the gutter and lays there. That's flat 7. When it goes up and around, that's ring 7.
Jesus Christ.
And either way, it sucks for Jesper Svensson. There it is right there. You can see it in the replay. 3 ringers and 1 flat. So here's the dilemma for Jesper, right? He's locked in terms of hitting the pocket. But he's throwing urethane. He's throwing urethane. He's not striking. So what change do you make? Now, if he goes to reactive, he has to make a big, big move. You know, it's not like right-hander, you got your thumb and you got medium rev rate. You can go to this ball and just make a couple board move and get a little different shape. It's a very drastic move once he goes to reactive resin.
But his 300s this year have come with reactive resin.
All with reactive. And now it's back-to-back flat sevens. So, I mean, look, when I used to bowl on tour and I was hitting the pocket and my ball wouldn't strike, I had to change something. And typically it was a ball change. I had to find a different shape, a different motion into the pins.
He bounced back from what could have been a demoralizing loss to Marshall Kent in the Cheetah Championship round of 16. Svensson shot 818, Randy, the first 3 games, but he ultimately lost the match in 5 games. But he said, it's bowling, it happens. Marshall bowled great. I bowled well. It stung, but you got to get up the next day and move on, which is similar to Keven Williams, who said, look, I've had my downs this year, but you got to be ready for the moment.
Yep.
And he was ready for tonight.
Pretty good shot there, huh? Look at those numbers.
4 in a row for Keven Williams. Sunday on Fox, the stars of NASCAR head to Talladega for the biggest thrill ride of the year. The pre-show kicks off at 2 Eastern. Then the green flag flies at 3:30 Eastern, Sunday on Fox.
I'm sorry, did you say Talladega?
I said Talladega. Your favorite movie?
It's my favorite race, besides the Daytona 500. Yeah, that looked a little wide and late coming around the corner. And Jesper's sitting there going, oh, somebody else left a 7-pin besides me?
7 has been unforgiving this evening. Not in a good mood. Has missed 4 of these and misses here.
Oh my goodness.
Make it 5, and that's brutal. Wow.
Last thing you want to do is give your opponent any hope once you got him down. Problem is Jesper can't strike through 7 frames, 2 strikes in all 7 pins. There's a ball change, reactive. Yeah, he made too big of a move. You can see, look at the 2 different lines. The blue line was the urethane he was throwing. The red line is the ball he just went to. And what a difference. A good 9 boards at the arrows. We try to get some numbers for you after this spare conversion attempt.
He was wrestling with it. He made the move, but as you just said, too much.
Yeah, so good 14 boards right with his feet and 7 with his target. And that's the difference between reactive and urethane. It was just too big of a move. Still has a chance, but a small one. There is max scores. But you know what? Give him credit. He made the change. I mean,
right.
What he was doing was not working. Yeah, he was slaughtering the pocket. He was not striking. What are you going to do? Just keep getting 9 spare? You're not going to win that way. You have to take chances like this.
Don't you go back to the hotel if you're on the losing end and say, why didn't I change?
Why didn't I try that?
If it wasn't working.
Keep in mind how fast this goes, though. how fast your brain's firing, how fast this one game goes. Look how beautiful that is. And something he's been working on all season long. They've been tough on the left, and it's forced a lot of the urethane lefties to get into reactive resin to try to find some way to compete.
Be better.
That is a lot of force going through the pins.
So back to Williams, who has struck each of his last 3 times on the right lane. Right lane has treated him well and continues to do so.
Spare strike in the 10th. He shuts out Jesper Svensson. Obviously, first ball strike in the 10th. Same outcome.
"31 years of age, 7th year pro. His 1 tour title came in the World Series of Bowling. Shark Championship in Wauwatosa. We showed you that footage earlier. He said you could either dwell in the sorrows of losing, which he said he's had some tough times this year, or he said he can get off the mat. Come here this week and bring your best. He's done it.
Take those.
You should. The Just Right Strike is brought to you by Jesper, the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear.
And that headpin came across like a bear after its food. Look at that thing was so fast ripping across there. That 7-pin had no chance.
Jar of honey.
Yeah, jar of honey. Nice.
Keven Williams.
The left side of the lane looks like it's getting better and better, and I think the scores are going to go up as the evening progresses.
And Williams will meet his co-host on the PBA pregame show, Packy Hanrahan. Woo, woo, woo.
What if Jesper Svensson makes the change sooner?
You wonder, but at least he made the change. It wasn't enough, though. Keven Williams is going to meet Packy Hanrahan. These two guys, yeah, they've got a great friendship, great chemistry. Hanrahan, the smiling man, he'll meet Williams next. Let's recap the World Series of Bowling 15th edition. Thus far, Rob Holman PBA Doubles Championship on Sunday. Andrew Anderson and Chris Prather defeated Jason Belmonte and Bill O'Neill. It was their second career Rob Holman PBA Doubles title. And then we turn to Monday night. Last night, Dio Bernard, the 20-year-old kid. He's already a superstar. His first career PBA title as he won the Cheetah.
It was unreal last night.
He struck 25 times out of 35 attempts with just 1 open frame in his 3 matches. And you look at our schedule. Tomorrow night, looking forward to this on FS1. We've got Simo, we've got EJ Tackett, we've got PBA Shark Championship. That is coming your way tomorrow evening, the 48-foot Shark Championship pattern. And then we get into the World Championship playing around on Saturday, Sunday on Fox. We turn to our Bowl TV highlights. This is Anthony Simonson in qualifying.
And that's the Big Four. Now, that was on Bowl TV. The only time it's ever been made on real TV was by Walter Ray Williams Jr., but that's pretty cool to watch.
Is there anything that Anthony Simonson cannot do?
Not in the sport of bowling. He can do everything.
That's why he is must-see TV. And that's why the World Series of Bowling is so much fun, partner, which is the subject of our Go Bowling pressing questions with Kimberly Pressler. What do the players love most about the World Series of Bowling?
Richie, what is your favorite thing about the World Series of Bowling? It's the number of different competitors from all over the planet that come and bowl. It's you get to see so many vast arrays of different styles, and you get to hear so many different dialects and different languages being spoken. I just find it so unique.
I love how the whole world turns up for it. We've got players from, I think it's like nearly 20 countries now that turn up to the World Series.
To have all the different international stars in one place in America, it's pretty sweet.
It's all really cool and just awesome to meet new people, new cultures, different languages. It's a total blast.
Matt, what do you love about competing at the World Series of Bowling?
That there's 5 tournaments and I have 5 chances to win.
It's just a cool event. Like, having so many different events all at the same time is kind of fun. My first year on tour was the first year of the World Series of Bowling, so I feel like I'm almost like a World Series of Bowling baby.
I just love the format. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of different patterns.
It's definitely grueling, mentally and physically. So it's the best part about it and the worst part about it.
What is the worst thing about the World Series of Bowling?
Forgetting your spare ball on live television. I've done that at the World Series of Bowling.
I enjoy getting to see all the people and meet people from around the world. It's created this great atmosphere for bowling, and I look forward to it every single year.
Did you hear that correctly? Forgetting the spare ball on live television?
I was there. I watched it.
You ever do that?
Probably.
It's a Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson, future Hall of Famer, Kyle Troop. Who's going to be the king of the Scorpions? Packy Hanrahan, Matt Russo are the top 2 seeds. The 3 seed Keven Williams leads Hanrahan next. The PBA is proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. In today's BVL Salute to Veterans, we welcome U.S. Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Ed Hogan, who served for 20 years. Thank you for your service, Ed. To donate, go to bvl.org.
Thank you, Ed. Thanks for being here.
It is so awesome that the PBA does that. As we take a look at where we stand in this step ladder for the Scorpion Championship, Keven Williams advancing past Jesper Svensson, so it's all chalk for a second straight night. Top 3 seeds remain here. Packy Hanrahan versus Keven Williams, and then Matt Russo awaits the winner of this one. These two, they spend quite a bit of time together because they host the PBA's pregame show.
Internet sensations.
Two really fun guys to talk with. Keven opening on the left here. And strikes.
That covered some territory.
Yes, it did. 4.9.
You know what, John?
Slower.
We're guaranteed another Southpaw winning tonight. Back-to-back nights here at the World Series.
How many Southpaws won this season before last night?
None. You know what else is nice? Watching the Southpaws throwing reactive resin. You gotta be kidding me.
It wouldn't give.
How did that not strike?
It wouldn't give.
There were like 4 pins surrounding it. Almost looked like a mugging.
10 pin. Close. I am buying you dinner. You don't even have to like lobster. We're going out for lobster.
That was weird.
How do you not accept my invite? Then you really must hate me.
I got nothing.
You didn't even respond.
I got nothing for you, buddy. I like lobster, though.
Yeah, you do. That awaits for us in September.
Yeah, maybe the scorpion and the lobster kind of look the same to you. Maybe that's what you're kind of driving home.
Got me thinking of it.
Take a look at Packy's arsenal. He's using Beyond Infinity. He's got a little chant in the crowd going. What? Hey, as long as he's good with it.
Oh, no way! No!
Yeah, you're right. No way.
I'll even throw in some shrimp cocktail.
You know, the other one should have struck before this one.
Yes, it should have.
In between third and fourth arrow, Packy wheeling on that reactive ball. It's fun to see.
I mean...
Hey, let's have some fun. Let's get loud the whole time. Come on, let's have some fun. Come on.
Now, how can you not love this? This is a fun sport.
I mean, as a fan, you gotta love it.
Oh, boy. You egg on the crowd, and then the sport says...
Too loud.
Yeah, exactly. Silence.
That's an awful break.
Isn't it?
That's terrible.
Well, this has been done 4 times on TV.
Gets the crowd all jacked up and throws it really nice, and then he just gets throat punched.
Keeping in orange 21, yeah, not tonight.
I'm not the one that's going to ever get one of those.
Yeah, he doesn't generate enough ball speed to bounce one out.
It doesn't mean get quiet, guys. Come on.
Well, the fans are kind of shell-shocked now, right? They're not sure what to do. Hey, there's Johnny Mazza. He knows how to make a 7-10.
In the house.
PBA champ.
Two strikes on the left side for Keven Williams.
That left lane's curving.
Yes, it is.
At least it is for Keven Williams.
So back to Packy Hanrahan.
Got to get some of that Portland, Maine vibe.
We're getting that vibe right now. Motown has awoken. Boom!
You know why I like the crowd chanting while the player is on the approach? Because if somebody's channel surfing and they hear that crowd,
yes,
they might stop. Hey, what's going on here?
Right.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'll tune in.
Yeah, beats another rerun. As you see, Packy Hanrahan, his first career title in the Kokomo Classic. He qualified in 4th for this event, defeated Kyle Troop and Chris Vi to make the finals. Fell behind 0-1 against Troop before winning the next 3 games. And overcame a 1-2 deficit against Vi. Hanrahan! Oh, yeah!
Oh, southpaws on the telecast. That's all that's left. 2 of them going at it in this match. We showed that 7-10 graphic. Only 4 have ever been made. 3 by southpaws. John Mazza, southpaw, sitting in the crowd. Just gave Packy a high five on the way by.
Yeah. 7. Told you about it earlier. If you're just joining us, or if you're newer to Keven Williams for whatever reason, has a career in music. You can head to YouTube, type in his name, and you'll see some of his songs. He's a rapper, he's a songwriter. There's even a feature on him. Springfield's hip-hop bowler. And he cleans that up. Hey, Saturday on Fox, the United Football League continues with hard-hitting action as the DC Defenders take on the Birmingham Stallions, where the Michigan Panthers battle the San Antonio Brahmas. It all kicks off Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. Check local listings for the game in your area.
It's like a gift from heaven. More football.
More football, baby. See Keven, 2021 Players Championship Southwest Region. It's the only prior TV finals meeting between these two. They're best of friends. They both showed up for their pre-show interview at the same time. Oh, it gave! That time the 7 was stood up.
You can call it.
So lucky. So lucky.
Power
lucky,
is good.
lucky.
And this time he catches a nice break with the Messengers. It comes across. Watch the head pin.
What? Come on.
Yeah, that's why you put power and rotation on a bowling ball.
send it back over to Kimberly Pressler.
Well, guys, Chris Barnes, who is Packy's Elite League teammate, gave him a, quote, kick in the butt pep talk, saying he needs to have confidence in himself and believe that he can make the tough shots because they wouldn't put him in clutch roles on their team if he didn't think that he could make it. So Packy told us that helped build his confidence, even in singles competition like the one here today, hearing such high praise from a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's good stuff, Kimberly, but that quote was a little more harsh than kick in the butt.
It's a family program.
I understand. I'm just saying. But it's a great story from Kimberly Pressler, and in that it really motivated Packy and really sent some confidence his way, knowing that that's the way the Hall of Famer Chris Barnes feels about him.
6th at the Players' Championship for Hanrahan back in Wichita in January. That's his best finish of the year. Packy Hanrahan heating up.
Packy packing the 1-2.
No.
Look at you, Randall. Hanrahan, Williams. Who's going to meet Matt Russo? We got a lot of fun happening in Detroit. Keven Williams versus Packy Hanrahan for the right to meet Matt Russo. That's where we stand in the PBA Scorpion Championship. John Fanta, Randy Peterson with you. Hanrahan with control thus far.
Neither player has missed the pocket, and give Keven Williams a strike in the second instead of the pocket 7-10, and this is all tied. But because of that split, he's down by 31.
That's a big one.
Good shot, man.
Keven shaping it a little bit more than Packy.
Good shot.
Packy a little bit more ball speed, going a little bit straighter. They're laid down about the same spot. You can see how much more territory Keven Williams is covering.
Last year's Scorpion champion, Jacob Buttroff.
Same thing.
Williams, the Shark champion 2 years ago. That's his lone PBA Tour title.
Get super lucky.
Yeah!
Not yet. Come on. There you go, Pat. Come on.
18 miles an hour on the button. Got that one a little bit farther left, and it still gets back. The left side of the lane has developed nicely tonight for the Southpaws.
Talking about Packy's road to getting here, beating Kyle Troop and Chris Vi. Well, Randy, midway through game 3 against Vi, Hanrahan made the switch from urethane to reactive equipment. He has caught fire. And he said in that matchup against Vi, he thought Chris had good ball motion. He left a 7-9 on a good shot. So he thought, I've got to change, even though it was a good shot. Made the adjustment, and he said, that's part of my approach to everything now. I'm trusting myself more. Confidence.
Yeah, I mean, confidence is everything in sports, and well, if you don't have it, you can't compete.
On the New Jersey Kingpins.
Acing shots. That left lane has some room to it. The last time Keven Williams was up on it, he missed in. Ball laid there. Keven can miss a little bit right, or excuse me, miss a little bit left on that lane. Everything's the opposite when you talk about left-handers. It's tough when you're right-handed. But that was beautiful. And the last 2 shots, his numbers were spot on.
You know what I'm loving about this? How much these two are embracing the fans.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And you know what else is fun about this is it's different.
I'm still here.
I mean, I can't remember a time when I called a telecast with 4 southpaws on it.
Yep.
I never called one with all two-handers.
Nobody has. You can either complain and whine, or you can do what we're all doing here, and that's embracing and loving where this sport is, which is what we all should be doing.
I mean, be wowed by what they can do. And
It's amazing.
If it was that easy, everybody could do it, and it's not. But, you know, professionals in all sports at that high level, they make it look easy.
Williams trying to stay right in it. Denny is doing so.
Come on,
Wow.
let's have some fun.
That was a little tuggy. But I think he knows that there's oil there, and so instead of going around it like he was, he's going to go a little bit more up the lane on that left lane.
This is a battle.
It's a good one. Hanrahan needs a strike and 5.
And these players are loving the cheering before their shots.
Hang on, I'm trying to get the number from Cecil. He needs a strike in the 9th. Oh, okay, hang on.
That's not going to happen here.
Now look at the max scores. How they've changed.
Yep. Oh my.
Yeah. And that's how quickly things can turn around. And again, going back to the open frame in the second for Keven Williams when he left the pocket 7-10.
That's your lone open in this matchup.
Sure did get quiet.
Yes, it did. And these two go into the 10th with quite the finish in Allen Park, with a great crowd on hand. And the winner of this match meeting the 27-year-old Matt Russo. You can hear a pin drop now. Hanrahan!
Look at those numbers again. Break point 8.4. He's just splitting boards the last couple of shots on that left lane.
Just focus.
Packy Hanrahan is big time. Cold-blooded. You want to talk about stepping up on this stage.
One more, he can't be shut out. He can't lose. He can only tie with a strike here.
A 247. He did almost all he possibly could. The pressure applied to Keven Williams.
246, no good.
No.
Right? Because a double in 9 is way easier than 3 in a row, right?
Yep.
Now he needs 3 in a row to win. A double in 9, we go to a roll-off.
Oh, man.
Gesundheit.
It wasn't a phone going off, but someone did sneeze. It is allergy season. You credit Williams for not getting angry and just smiling.
Exactly
it off.
right.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest moment of this event for him.
One of the biggest moments of his career. Williams.
Over.
Not his night. Packy Hanrahan will meet Matt Russo for the Scorpion title, and these two friends will embrace.
Come on, basketball. That was, I know it didn't come out, but that was fucking fun. That was fun.
That was fun. Packy Hanrahan will meet Matt Russo. What a showdown we will have between the top 2 seeds in this event. Russo, Hanrahan, coming up on FS1. What a matchup we just saw between Packy Hanrahan and Keven Williams, going down to the wire, and Hanrahan delivering strikes in the 6th, 7th, 8th, then stepped up in the 10th with back-to-back and then a 9. And Keven Williams all for naught for Williams as Hanrahan advances past him with the 247 to 225 victory. So it's the top 2 seeds for the Scorpion Championship. What a fitting matchup, as Matt Russo is the #1 seed, and Matt Russo has just continually evolved throughout his season. Kimberly Pressler's with him now.
Huge World Series for you so far. You made 2 animal patterns. #1 seed tonight. You're also the points leader in the World Championship right now. And you said this is the best season that you've ever had. And you said it's because you feel like you're playing free. What exactly did you mean by that?
Yeah, no pressure. You know, just out here living a dream and having fun. I think it's been a lot of confidence. Each week I'm out here, no thumb anymore. So, you know, each week it gets better and better. And, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to having a good show on the lanes and just enjoy it.
Well, let's talk about the lanes, because I saw you taking some practice shots, and the match before you, it got serious real quick. How's your look?
Yeah, it's okay. The right lane for me is a tougher lane, so I'll definitely not bowl in that lane in the 10th. But I'm just going to go out there, you know, give my best 10 shots, and hopefully I'm standing here with the trophy.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Packy Hanrahan seeks his 3rd PBA Tour title. Matt Russo seeks his 2nd PBA Tour title. The Scorpion Finals next. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you. It's the Scorpion Championship that's on the line here at Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. We're at Strobl Arena. Let's go, Pac-Man. That is an elite sign. Terrific crowd on hand here as Packy Hanrahan seeks his 3rd tour title. It's the 28-year-old Hanrahan versus the 27-year-old Matt Russo as we take a look at the tale of the tape. This is a big-time moment for these two fellas.
Especially given the fact that neither one of these players have ever won a title on national television. Their titles have come on Bowl TV and smaller events, even though they count as titles, but never have they won on this stage.
Hanrahan opens on the left, and Randy, that has to do with the fact that Matt Russo, he said the right in warm-ups was treating him with more difficulty, so he'd rather finish on the left side.
Don't get quiet now.
And when we spoke with him earlier today, what sense did you get? Because I got one. Nothing but confidence.
That he's never felt better about himself, his game, and that right there with the fans says it all too. He's loose. He feels he's never been more ready to shine. And starts with a strike.
A little funky at the foul line there for Matt, but still gets it on line and into the pocket. Watch this. A lot of movement with that slide foot.
In qualifying, Matt Russo shot 279 in his last game. He surpassed Jesper Svensson by 4 pins for the top seed heading into match play. He beat Jacob Buttroff, securing himself a berth in the finals, and then he defeated E.J. Tackett.
See his arsenal there going with Cypher. And much better footing on that shot.
He led the opening round of the PBA Cheetah Championship as well. He missed the cut to match play by just 3 pins.
Back-to-back jacks for Hanrahan.
Honestly, I think one of the best things that happened to the Southpaws tonight was the fact that only one of them threw urethane, and that was Jesper Svensson.
Yep. You said it before we came on the air. It'll be reactive from there. And that's what we've seen. You see, Packy came close in Players' Championship.
Even Jesper went to reactive late in that second match.
A triple for Hanrahan. The Pac-Man has this crowd electrified.
They're making it look easy now. Great shot here by Packy. He's got a game under his belt. He knows exactly what the old pattern's giving him, and he's making some real quality shots.
Well, this is fun.
Perfect start by both players. Take a look at some of the categories for Lane Talk. Russo led 5 of those 7 categories. Strike percentage, first ball percentage, strike on strike, split percentage, and 9 or strike percentage.
Just saw that sign. We'll get to that story in a second.
Matt Russo, perfect through 4.
Getting it back from downtown Detroit.
Interesting with Matt Russo, he told you this. You said, well, as you see, Kathy Strobl, the wife of Tom Strobl, a legend who helped make this World Series of Bowling come to fruition. Katie, Tom's daughter, one of 3 daughters. Tom Clark, our commissioner, watching. And the first blink at 7.
A little farther left than he wanted. Leaves that quitter 7.
Good job. Good shot here at the 7.
Think about all the stuff that Belmonte started, right?
Yep.
This two-handed style phenomenon. I've tried it. It's hard.
You did.
It's hard. I can't throw it fast enough. I can put revs on it, but I throw it like 12 miles an hour.
And that's what people don't realize. And Jason's done a couple interviews this year. He told the story of when he was at an Australian clinic. They were giving him you-know-what for being a two-handed bowler. And he ended up winning the competition.
Yeah, well, shows you how smart they were.
And when they said, hey, guess what you won? You're invited back next year for the competition, Belmo said, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hanrahan.
I think it makes you appreciate the players that can do it with their thumb in it just that much more, right?
Yes,
guys
it
like
does.
E.J. Tackett, Prather, and the guys that can really make it happen with their thumb in it. The purists hate this, and you know, our new fans, I think they love it. And it definitely brings a wow factor to the sport.
Bingo. In a world where it seems like no matter the sport, no matter the matter, where everything seems to have a critical nature about it, this tonight feels like a celebration of the way this sport has evolved.
Celebration for some. Maybe not everyone.
So thus far, these two
go ahead, John.
have been on an equal path.
Here's something that I'd like you to get the message boards fired up on is this is our first ever telecast with all two-handers.
Yes.
How soon before every show is like this? How long? How long down the road? Ever?
I smell a bonfire lit by Randy Peterson. You never know.
That's not a bonfire, sir. That's a dumpster fire. I think that it's so much of it has to do with oil patterns as well, because I just think there's certain things that you can do with your thumb in it that you can't do without your thumb in it. The Masters, prime example of that. Look at the players that made the show at the Masters. Look at the winner at the Masters.
And Russo just did that this year, taking his thumb out. That's a beauty.
Because I did my fingers in there, Randy.
He's digging his fingers in.
We hear you, man. He told you he threw urethane on Cheetah, but the rest of the week, not once.
Yeah.
Not once.
Nope. I like that. Look, I like watching him throw reactive resin. I don't like watching urethane go down the lane. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that stinks.
Yes, it does.
That's a terrible time for that to happen. Sixth frame, he was already trailing by 10. And I was going to say just a second ago that I don't think either player is going to miss the pocket in this match. So it's going to be who out carries the other.
In the right spot. It's a good shot. Can't complain.
Yeah, you can't complain there, but you just see how the max changes.
Well, went from 10 to that.
That's big.
Another pocket 7-10 in the last two games. One for Keven Williams in frame 2, and now Packy in the 6th. And now ring 7 behind it.
Shot. It's a good shot again. Maybe slower than that, I guess. A couple good ones in a row.
He actually talked with us about that approach of self-affirmation. That you have to be your own best friend when you're on this stage. You've got to have a conversation with yourself.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Disaster.
Back-to-back opens for Packy.
Absolutely brutal.
Jeez.
Sounded like he said it slipped right out of his hand. And just pure disaster, back-to-back frames. He is digging in. Maybe a little urethane puddle created earlier by the Iceman. I mean, the location looks pretty good.
Yeah. First time he's left this spare at the tournament. And it does seem like that urethane puddle you're speaking of exists. Let's send it over to Kimberly.
Well, guys, you saw the sign in the crowd earlier wishing Maryville good luck. Well, Matt's jersey tonight is red and black in honor of the Maryville Dogs as well, where his wife, Lauren, is the head coach of the women's bowling team there. She's at home having a watch party with their family and friends as she wasn't able to make it tonight because their team heads the championships tomorrow, and this is Matt's way of wishing them good luck.
Hello to the watch party. And best of luck to Maryville University. Good luck to the Saints. A strike for Russo, who is in control.
Yes, he is.
You know, you think about his wife, who Kimberly just talked about, and a Team USA member in Lauren. And you think about the marriage that they have, one that's rooted in this sport, how much passion they both have. As Hanrahan has had just a tough time here as this has gone on.
I guess.
A lot of skid coming down this lane, this right lane. Once the ball gets to about 50 feet, it doesn't want to go. Hanrahan in trouble. Pocket 7-10 with 7-pin.
It's not like it's been bad shots.
The one was a bad break.
Yep.
The missed 7-pin was a bad shot.
Yes.
Left lane took and right lane is not, and now it's going to be potentially 3 out of 4 open frames and just gift wraps. Matt Russo's second win on the PBA Tour. And it's a shame. He bowled so well today, did Packy, that was the first ball he actually missed the pocket with. Oh, good try.
Tough for Hanrahan, but for Matt Russo, a first win on TV in the career of Matt Russo. And you think about where he was earlier this year. We had him at the Pete Weber Missouri Classic, where he finished 4th. He was 42nd at the Players, 189th at the Masters. He has had a tough time this year, but he has evolved, and that's why it's been the most rewarding year, the best year of his career. He fought through adversity and has really come on. That'll be all right.
Title number 2 for Matt Russo. Talk about perseverance, you know. And look, you face adversity head on, and you've got one of 2 choices, right? Take it on or run. Matt Russo took it on, face first, head first, heart first, figured it out, found a way.
Said he talked with his wife Lauren about being more level-headed. Matt Russo is your Scorpion champion. His first ever win on national TV, his second PBA Tour title.
You did it. You did it. It's incredible.
He wore the red and black for his wife's school, Maryville University. And with that Ninja Turtle behind him, Matt Russo is the man in Allen Park tonight. The Scorpion King.
Thank you.
Yes, Matt. you did do it, and that's why he's moved to tears right now.
God. Yeah, man, 3-7 is on television.
I'll give you a little stat about Matt Russo's execution in this title match. He was within a half an inch of his target with every shot that he threw. His biggest miss was just under 1 inch.
He said, I trust in my game now more than ever. He dedicated himself even more. He just amped up his commitment level. Hard work pays off for Matt Russo.
You did it, man.
There's his dad.
I love you. Tommy is so proud of you.
I know. Dad, Tom, Mom, Maria.
Okay, go enjoy it, all right? Go grab that trophy. Go get it. Go get it.
Pop says go grab the trophy.
Yeah, go get it.
Mr. Russo, this moment is all yours.
Yeah, baby!
Thank you, PBA. Thank you, Turbo. Thank you, all my sponsors. My wife, Lauren, I love you so much. Maryville, this is for you, girls. Good luck at ITCs. Let's go raise another cup, baby. Let's get them.
That is awesome. And of course, he puts his wife, Lauren, and her team first. He's so humble, and he is a Scorpion champion. That says it all. Kimberly Pressler is with Matt now.
Matt, before the start of this show, you had told us in pre-show interviews that this season is the best that you've ever had. You just earned your second PBA Tour title. What do you say about it now?
I don't even know. Just thank you for everybody who believed in me. My wife, most importantly, my parents, all the supporters, everybody out there. As a young kid, I dreamed of doing this. So anybody watching, if you have a dream, come out there and get it.
You know, you had a lot of changes this year. You talked about mentally and physically. What do you take away from this win?
Just the confidence that I can do it, that I can be out here, and that I can bowl good on television. That, you know, maybe the score didn't show, but that might have been the best match I bowled on television. And this right lane was hard, and just fortunate to leave some 9 spares. And Parker, if you're watching, I made 3 7-pins on television, so take that.
Well, there is still a lot of World Series left, so you got more games left in you, because we're going to see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, if I run the ladder there, through another fantastic field, but this is the one I'm here for, and obviously the World Championship, and just grateful to be back on television tomorrow, and if it's meant to be, it's going to happen.
Congratulations on your win this evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, congratulations, Matt.
Thank you,
well
Thomas
done.
Sportswear, for the phenomenal
Can't help but
jersey
think,
as well.
when he was in Missouri, you know what he told us?
See you guys tomorrow night.
That Pete Weber gave him a motivational message and said, you've got it in you to be great, sir. Go and get it. Greatness on greatness on greatness. That's what we get here in the PBA. And our coverage of the World Series of Bowling continues tomorrow night. Matt Russo will be in action. Anthony Simonson, EJ Tackett, live once again, 7 Eastern on FS1 with the PBA Shark Championship right here from Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. For Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, and our entire crew, I'm John Fanta. You've been watching the PBA on FS1, and you've been watching Matt Russo claim his first ever title on national TV.